Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self-realization. Please subscribe our channel for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently studying the book Yoga of Perfection, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj and narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So today we will be picking up select shlokas from chapter number 13, also known as Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhag Yoga, or distinction between the field and the knower of the field. Shloka number 7, God continues to guide Arjuna. Amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham स्थैर्यम atma vinigraha. O Arjuna, humility, freedom from hypocrisy, non-violence, forgiveness, straightforwardness, service to the preceptor or guru, purity, steadiness, and self-control. These are the qualities that God is guiding us in this chapter of the field and the knower of the field. Shloka number 8. इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अहङ्कार एव च जन्म मृत्युर्जरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम्. Dispassion towards the objects of the senses, absence of egoism, and perception of pain in birth, death, old age, and disease. So, all these qualities God is asking us to develop if we are sincere on the path of liberation, self realization, if we don't want to be born again. Otherwise, the cycle will continue forever. We have to disrupt it through our wisdom and through our self control. But God is guiding us, He is helping us, He is giving us, telling us what to do, and then we have to follow the advice and grow up in this on this journey. So shloka number 9. Asakteranga bhishvangah putradar grihadishu nityam cha samachittatvam nishtopapattishu. Devoid of attachment towards son, wife, house, and other possessions, ever balanced in the attainment of the desired object as well as that which is undesirable. So, this is to be understood with the right perspective. When God is guiding us to say, be devoid of son, wife, house, and other possessions, this does not mean run away from your home or don't give attention to your wife or your son or your house, possessions, etc. It simply means look at the transience in all things. Nothing is permanent. We all have come, we are here for a little while, and we will all depart. So the God is guiding us that look at all these gifts given to you as gifts from God. He can take them away or He can continue to let us keep them. We may go before our kids or our kids may go before us. No one knows. But here God is saying, practice this, be devoid of attachment. Get rid of your attachment, not these things, not your house, not your kids. Be ever sweet to them, talk sweetly, be kind, be gentle, be passionate and loving, but internally look at it all as a show. Just like actors act in a movie, they are not the character. At home they just act that way. That's what here God is trying to guide us, that be balanced and see the transience in everything. So, very profound shloka, and this is why proper guidance is needed. Otherwise, people read this Bhagavad Gita and all kinds of questions come, and then they get confused when they read things like this. So, scriptures should always be studied under proper guidance by qualified teachers, because then they can guide you properly of the deep meaning, import of the meaning, so you don't misinterpret it. So, moving on to shloka number 10. God continues, Mai chananya yogena bhaktiravyavicharini vivikta desha sevitvam marate maratir jana sansadi. Ceaseless devotion to me. Ceaseless meaning all the time we should be thinking of God, even while we are working or gardening or cooking or whatever we are doing. It should be an undercurrent, and especially in the morning when we have dedicated time for meditation and doing our japa. So, ceaseless devotion to me, living in seclusion, meaning uh, if you have family members, that's okay. Seclusion means silence. Maintain your privacy, maintain your silence and peace, and distaste for the society of worldly men, meaning not going into places where there's a lot of worldly talk or gossiping or politics. Needless waste of time should be avoided by sincere aspirants who are trying to seek God, seek self realization. So, unwavering love for me, meaning loving God unconditionally in all things and not getting distracted into rajasic and tamasic activities. Rajas and tamas is inertia and activity that pulls us away from God. So, we want to be in sattva, sattvic activities. That's the meaning of shloka number 10. 11. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam etang jnanamiti proktam ajnanam yadato anyatha. Beautiful shloka again. Here say God says, established in wisdom, devotion to the knowledge of Brahman, these constitute wisdom, and all that are opposed to these are ignorance. So, in this chapter, chapter number 13, Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhag Yoga, God has told us about the field and the knower of the field, field being the body with which are instruments, and then the knower of the field, the farmer, is the consciousness or the Atma. So, that is how the farmer works on the field and produces crops and yields. And we will work on this field of the body and get liberated, get self realization by devotion to God. And these 20 things are the ways on, like how you do farming. Much in the same way, we have to till our land and make it fertile within, so we become pure and get worthy of God. And these are all the 20 qualities. God says anything outside of these 20 qualities, he considers it as ignorance, not vidya. Vidya means true knowledge, avidya is ignorance. So we may have very advanced degrees, PhDs, doctorates, and whatnot, but if we are still in the world thinking that to be real, and we are totally absorbed in rajasic activities, worldly activities, and we are not understanding our transience, that we are and this journey of life is only a small segment of our long journey. We have had many births. Unless we think on these terms, we are in ignorance only. So that's why God has given us these 20 qualities, and He says, follow these, and then you will come to me. Then shloka number, the last shloka of this chapter, shloka number 17, and then we will move to the next chapter, chapter number 14. So in this chapter, shloka 17, God says, Jyotishamapi tajyotistamasah paramuchyate jnanam gyeyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vitishtatam. The light of all lights, beyond darkness, the embodiment of knowledge, the knowable and the goal of knowledge is verily seated in all hearts. God is saying, I'm sitting in you. All hearts means everybody has that God radiation, the ray of God, the God particle. Even the worst of the sinners has it. But they have accumulated so much crust and dirt and um, sins, and that they have covered that light. The light is still there, but this is why God had said in the previous shloka that we had read yesterday, that even if you are the worst sinner, but you resolve to purify yourself, there is hope for you. You will definitely benefit. So, but we have to have a good intent, sincere motives, and then we will benefit. So, with this, we conclude this beautiful chapter of Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhag Yog, and I will see you in tomorrow's satsang when we will start chapter 14, also known as division of the three gunas, Gunatraya Vibhag Yoga. And that's very important to understand the three gunas, which we will touch upon in tomorrow's satsang. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Hari Om Tat Sat.